What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you're now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. While you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you can become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to, so click the link. Now, with that being said, we are here today with a little bit of news. Now, everybody knows that Terrifier 2 made about $10.5 million, which is like almost 40 plus times its freaking budget, so kudos to them for doing that. Damien Leone, David Howard Thornton, they did their thing. Now, on top of that, I've heard some other news. I recently read an article where the article states that they had a cool little discussion with Damien Leone, and he revealed that not only is he up for a Terrifier game, but apparently there might already be one in the works. So a video game company that is yet to be named, has approached him about possibly doing the video game, and Damien Leone said 100% he's all in. Now, he mentioned Manhunt as kind of like I guess one of the things that he was referencing. And when he said that, I'm like, okay, like I've heard of Manhunt. The game seems pretty brutal, and I like the idea. You said Manhunt, right? The one thing I was hoping is that we weren't going to get like another like Friday the 13th type game, because that's starting to get played out to the death of me. And shortly afterwards, he said, yes, it'll play out like Friday the 13th, because you'll be able to pick the villain or you can be a victim. Now, although that idea is cool, I mean, there's only so much you can do, and really those kind of games kind of become repetitive after a while. Like they kind of seem like it's the same thing over and over and over again. I can't really see myself enjoying that game for too long. Now, on top of that, you also have to think about you're competing with what? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Evil Dead, Killer Clowns, Friday the 13th, Dead by Daylight. All of these games have the same format of playing, which is the format that you are kind of alluding to that your game will be focused on. So I have to question it and say, is it a good idea? Maybe, just maybe, you might want to reconsider it and kind of get a little bit more creative with it. Now, I've heard people say that they would love to have a Terrifier, Art the Clown on Mortal Kombat, which to me sounds like a great idea. Hell, we need a freaking Mortal Kombat type game with nothing but slasher characters. It already exists in the computer realm, but at the same time, it's not something that's been touched on enough. So I want to see if they're actually going to come in. If that'll come into play, that'll be dope to see Art the Clown make his appearance on Mortal Kombat, because he's going to fit right in. But really, I don't know if this is a good. I mean, it's a good look for the franchise because they're going to be making money, and I really want this team to win. But at the same time, I have to question the game style. There's another game that's like, I think it's kind of being pre-ordered. It's available for pre-order on Steam, I think. But you're essentially this killer, and it's like these victims get like out of their cages or whatever, and you have to like chase them around the cave, and like you can kill them in like the most brutal, heinous type of ways. And the idea is like you're recording it. So the idea is like the more brutal you get, the more money you get, because people are like watching and paying for it. Now, of course, I don't want it to be exactly like that, but I'm just saying like that's a different type of game. That's a different type of atmosphere. Like I think that they should add something different to this game. Maybe even that. Look, I say play it out like a Resident Evil aspect, and then maybe you can have some sort of like quick play or like mini game, or maybe like an alternative version where you are Art the Clown and you have to kill the people, because you want to, like maybe even if it's just like an Art the Clown free for all Grand Theft Auto type thing where you're just walking around and you pick a victim and you stalk them and then you go do your thing, and just come up with little creative ways to kill them. That's better. I don't want it to be that same like survivor killer format. Like that's going to get boring. It's already boring, It's already been and it's already starting to get played out, and it's not even like the newest idea. So let's get a little bit more original here. I hope there's more ideas that come into play with this and they spice it up a little bit. But that's all I got so far. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys are excited for this game, if you're looking forward to it, or are you like me? Did the idea that it's kind of playing out like Friday the 13th kind of scare you away already? Let me know in the comment section down below. And then you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you guys are having a magnificent day. Adios, homies.